People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Now the first thing that is popping in the news, it is called, just when you think things are as bad as it can get, it is getting worser and worser. And I am speaking specifically about an incident that occurred at a place called Darling Street. I am speaking about in Savannah, Lamar. I am speaking about in Westmoreland, where it is reported that a 15-year-old boy who is a cousin is on the run after conning up him 6-year-old cousin. You hear me say, people? He is 15, the person that lost his life, the little youth, he is 6-year-old. Now, based on the information, it is said that the Westmoreland Popo, they are searching for a person whose name is Jadine Miller, 15-year-old, and he is from Darling Street. Now, based on the information, it is said that at about 2:30 p.m. yesterday, the youths were in the yard, the 15-year-old along with other persons and the 6-year-old. And there was some sort of argument between the 15-year-old and the 6-year-old. And it is said that the 15-year-old popped the 6-year-old in her back. Now, people, first thing first, we have to ask the question, where is the mama, where is the papa? Where are the guardians of these children? Second question, what is a 15-year-old doing with any sort of tool? Is he some seasoned gunman, or is his family involved in some sort of, we are speaking about mix-up, we are speaking about criminal activity? So people may just say, unless this was some sort of Christmas gift and this was some sort of toy gun, there is no reason under Master God Earth why a 15-year-old should have a toy gun, much less we are talking about a real gun. And the next thing, there is no reason under Master God world why a 15-year-old should be arguing with a 6-year-old. And it get to the point where him can up him 6-year-old cousin. So people, me just say, we have to wonder what is going on in Jamaica. We have to wonder, who are these parents, who are these guardians? What are these youth taking? What are they eating? What are they drinking? Because people, this is not a normal occurrence. And people, even though we hear all sorts of crazy stuff every day in Jamaica on a daily basis, this is as bad as it gets. Because people, remember, the two people them living at the same yard, them share the same food, the same house, the same residents, rate, lele, blue, blah, blah. And then they are arguing to the point. So people, it only shows you the amount of evilness that exists in Jamaica, even amongst family, even amongst friends, because we see a lot of these things that are happening in Jamaica. It is always between friends. We are talking about father and son. We are talking about cousin. We are talking about sister versus sister. Rate, lele, blue, blah, blah. So we have to ask the question, when is this going to stop? And what is going on in Jamaica? Point blank and period. Now, people, there's a saying that goes something like this: blood is thicker than water. However, it seems as if that is just a myth in Jamaica. It seems as if it does not apply, because all the cases that we see in Jamaica as it pertains to relatives and persons that you grew up with, persons that are supposed to be the person that you love the most, those are the ones that are being taken out by their own family members. So people, something is definitely wrong. We are speaking about some sort of mental illness, some sort of evil spell, or some sort of demonic thing is running through Jamaica. And people, we see, even in this case, as it pertains to this 15-year-old, people, him can up him own cousin 6-year-old and then just walk away like a seasoned taker, like a seasoned gunman. So therefore we see that this person is either involved in some sort of criminal activity, he is learning fast, he is learning on the job, or either his family, they are some sort of criminal, because people, like me say, he should not have a gun, no way under the sun. So people, at the end of the day, a 6-year-old is gone prematurely, and at the end of the day, a 15-year-old is on the run. We are speaking about wanted by the poor. People, something is definitely wrong with Jamaica, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now, the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that JPS, Jamaica Public Service, its billing practice is under scrutiny once again, one more again, by the OUR, and that is the Office of Utilities Regulation, which is the regulatory body that monitors any sorts of bills in Jamaica and any sorts of discrepancies that customers have, any sorts of query that they have. Now, people, In 2008, this body made some stipulation to JPS, and those stipulations are as followed. 99% of the bills should be actual reading by somebody, a person. It should not be estimated. Since 2008 up until now, the JPS has been violating that, because people, the truth and the fact is that you as a customer or me as a customer, we realize that sometimes we get some bills and one day it is say 10,000, the next month, it is 15,000 or 20,000. So we see that there's a discrepancy. So we know there's something definitely wrong, because the average person don't double their utility bill. The next thing that they said, the OUR, is that any sorts of bill or rising bill over 30% should be reported to the OUR. Based on the information, it is said that over 39%, which is 200,000, in excess of 200,000 customers' bills have exceeded the 30% threshold. It is averaging more than that. Again, JPS did not report. And next thing that they said is that JPS is supposed to send a quarterly report to the OUR as it pertains to the rise in persons bill. Any bill that is basically up and down on a monthly basis should be reported quarterly. That means that every 3 months. Again, JPS did not follow those. The next thing that they said is that whenever customer have any sorts of problem and they call the JPS, it is never usually taken care of. That means the people don't get any sorts of satisfaction. Therefore, most customers are left dissatisfied with the service and the high raise or rise in the bill. So therefore, we are speaking about dissatisfaction up on top of dissatisfaction by most of its customers, in excess of about 50 or 60% of its customers. Now people, when we look at what is going on, and I am speaking personally for myself, and I am just going to give you an example because I don't want to tell you my business. Say for example, my bill was $20,000 per month. I realized that it jumped up to at least $25,000 a month. So therefore, I am speaking about a raise in 25%. So I said something is definitely wrong, because I did not add any sorts of fridge or any sorts of freezer or anything else, any new electronic device. So therefore, my bill should remain the same. Or even if things raise, me talk about gas or whatever, my bill should equate to that. So therefore, a 3%, a 5%, something like that, but not 20%, not quarter more than what it was, 25% more than what it was. However, people, me along with other persons that might be okay in Jamaica, we are not going to go to the office and sit down for a couple of hours and query any sorts of bill, because the time that we waste, we are going to lose more money trying to recover less money. So in other words, we are going to be penny wise and pound foolish. And I know that we also have an option to call the JPS and inquire on the phone. However, people, if you try that, I've tried it maybe about a couple of years ago, maybe over a decade ago. It does not work. You're going to wait in excess of an hour, in excess of 2 hours. So people may just say, it is going to traumatize you. You are going to be emotionally stressed out after, if you eventually get through. You also have a next option for you to go online and do it. People, I have never used their online thing, so I don't know how that works. However, I know that them still have to get in contact with you. And based on the 2 things that I tried in the past, I am only assuming that it is going to be time consuming. So therefore, I kind of make it pass. However, I realize in me doing that, I keep getting high bills like 3 months in a row. However, since the OUR starts scrutinizing the bills, I realize that the bill dropped. And I am not going to say drastically. It kind of become a little more normal. I would not say it went back to the norm. However, it was not as excessive as 3 or 4 months in succession. Some people, obviously, we see they are playing games. with purses money. They are playing games with the OUR. Now people, what I find very troublesome about the JPS, the government of Jamaica and the OUR, is that there's a conflict of interest, meaning that the government of Jamaica is part owners or have ownership, a percentage in the business or the profit margin as it pertains to JPS. And they're also the persons who are monitoring the OUR, and the OUR is monitoring JPS. So people, I say this to say that it is as if the wolf is watching the chicken coop or tree wolf. They are basically ganging up on the customers or the residents of Jamaica. So therefore, at the end of the day, with all these violations that are perpetuated by the JPS on a yearly basis since 2008, and even when they changed it a couple of years ago, they are still violating. People, it only show you that the government of Jamaica, the OUR, and the JPS, they are three peas in a pod. They are all in one and one for all. So therefore, that is why whenever customers complain, there is never usually any sort of favorable resolution. That means JPS, you go to JPS and you launch a complaint. However, you're not getting any sort of justice or justification. It is just wasting time, wasting time, wasting time. And that is the problem whenever you have some sort of monopoly as it pertains to JPS. And you have some sort of government that is also getting in the profit margin. They are basically getting paid by JPS, the persons who they are having the OUR regulate. So people, that is why Jamaican people cannot get any sorts of justice, and that is why people are always balling, and that is why JPS needs competition, because whenever they are a monopoly, they are going to take advantage of the situation. So therefore, the persons or the residents or the citizens of Jamaica are constantly getting FUCK, because people like them say, when you ramp with the devil, you get FUCK. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.